Ready.
Pick a topic.
John Geigers. And that's on your feet. Yeah. What made you get those?
Um,
What's retail?
Retail's 340.
That's a good retail. That's decent.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. He did like he did a drop for the what he called them, the stealth.
With the Vogue
Double
green.
O two?
With the
Yeah.
Vogue green laces. Yep. Charcoal bottom.
And you just signed up for it, and then
Oh, he doing a sign up like a
yeah,
raffle?
like you did like a newsletter, and then he just reminded you that it dropped.
Okay.
So it was like at 9:30 Eastern time.
Okay. I like the John Geigers. They cool. Independent company too.
Yeah, because Nike tried to sue him, so he's starting doing his own thing. So.
Yeah.
And that's dope.
I was when I seen it, I was like, okay, all right, I respect it. So I was looking at an article. Kanye West supposed to be open up a factory in the U.S. providing services with manufacturing and clothing and shoes. What you think about that?
I think it sounds like an American Apparel thing. I think it's good though.
You think it'll be realistic?
Yeah, why not?
Price points.
It's a yes, and it's like a yay and nay. It's like 50-50. If he outsources it correctly and finds resources, then yeah, it's more suitable. It's like Uniqlo in a way. No, not really, but you know what I mean. Like if he does it, it will. I will hopefully, it will like the product will be represented in the price point.
I think with whenever he tried to do his own thing outside of Adidas, it fails.
Why you say that?
Yeezy season.
I don't agree. I feel like Yeezy season was a good start.
And it failed.
Price point was a little, it varied. It wasn't, so I'm not paying that much for basics.
But. And those clothes were made outside of the U.S., Italy. Some were made in Italy. Some was made in China for the most part. But for the ones that had the higher price point, they were made in Italy. So at a higher price point, now we're trying to bring that factory to the U.S. We know U.S. is not working for cheap laborers. So now we got to try to incorporate labor costs, foundations of pollution. It's all different type of categories that would cause conflict of the price for the mainstream.
I do think though it's a good idea though. Like to have something in the U.S.
I think it'll be solid if he could try to do more of like a New Balance approach to it. Like some New Balance 999s are still made in the U.S. So if it could be
or like recycled,
yeah, that would be
recycled
cool
garments.
Yeah, that would be cool too. But even with recycled garments, you still got to think about sourcing those garments and how much time and efforts it takes to go to source those things as well.
But you just said the collection fell, so he could use that if that was the case.
The collection? So you mean like, just to repurpose those clothes?
Yeah, and make them something new.
So if you got now clothes that you marked at upwards, everything was over $200.
Do you think his
to break it down now to put more labor in the product that's already over $200?
So your personal opinion, opening up a factory in the U.S., what would the price point be?
No, that's what I was asking you. Do you feel like it would be suitable to everyone? Like how he was like, oh, I want Yeezys to be for everyone.
I think it's been done before. American Apparel did it, but it didn't like last. The price points weren't too crazy, like $20 for a shirt, $40, $70 for a cardigan, and it was sourced in the U.S.
Yeah, but the difference is it's the brand. It's American Apparel versus Yeezy.
So what, you think he's just gonna up his prices?
Yes. No,
I feel like
maybe not up the prices, but he might not have a choice though. He might not have a choice. Just based on the branding itself, and then now you pretty much gotta outsource all your materials and try to bring them into the US.
But I mean, he's still doing something different. He's trying to innovate. He's trying to bring something for the future. So I think that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
The downside, yes, there is a lot of downside, but I feel like he's going to do his research. He's always self-efficient, well aware of everything he puts his money into or time and effort. So I feel like it should be like, if it does happen, it'll be great for us. It'll be great to see how to actually run a factory, how to actually learn how to do something.
Well, that's why I made that correlation with the John Geiger, because Those are made in the U.S., made in L.A. to be exact. But the
It has
price
its own
point,
warehouse. It's like dope.
yep. But the price point is still.
I don't think so. I think
It's
$340 for the shoe.
That's not bad. No, that's not bad at all.
For a shoe you don't see?
To be an original design too, but still, John Geiger is not Kanye West either. So it's like the branding. I feel like the
it's
brand.
time and effort. It's work.
I feel like the branding is going to.
You don't know what the branding is. He hasn't done it yet.
I mean, it's still gonna be Kanye West.
Yeah, but the name alone would sell itself. So I don't think it's like a downside to that. Like, what are you saying? You're not.
I feel like it's a good idea. It's a good approach. Bringing back jobs in the U.S. Of course, that's amazing. Wanting to produce in the U.S. That's amazing. I feel like it may be some politics going into that, but that's here nor there that we have to discuss. To make him even want to bring those companies into the U.S. and start manufacturing in the U.S. Because if you look at it, that mindset was completely different a few years ago. But who he's now aligned himself with now is a lot, like it's a full 360 on just the overall like outlook of things. So now trying to manufacture in the U.S., like, are you going to get certain tax breaks? That's politics stuff. We don't have to go down that route. But I just feel like the price points will be. I don't really know. I mean,
exactly.
nobody knows. But I'm just saying, as far as a reference, John Geiger's at 340. 340.
And he's making his apparel line coming soon.
Yes,
but I feel like when you're paying for certain items and you're paying for stuff, you're paying for the quality. So it's not bad. The price point is, if a price point is too high, it's not for you. Or, you pick and choose. That's why we have, Yeah,
we got options. Yeah, we got options. So did you get a chance to, you follow Jerry Lorenzo?
No.
What? You don't follow Fear of God?
No.
What? How don't you follow Fear of God?
It's not. He's just like school, but it's not.
What? Oh, nah, you wow.
It's cool.
Wow.
It's cool.
How you not follow Fear of God? Whoa, that's crazy. That threw me for
I don't follow a lot of things, honestly. I just like, if it's on my explore page, I just like look at it.
But I can respect that though. If that's not for you, that's not for you though. Yeah.
I just browse. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I respect that.
Following. I did see that he did he's doing a Crenshaw collab. I think that's dope.
Perfect, because that's what I was getting at. So what you think about that? What's your thoughts?
I think it's
100% of the proceeds going to the kids.
Yeah, I think as long as everything is being done with purpose and it's not in a negative light or trying to make a profit off of Nipsey Hussle's legacy, I think that's dope.
Yeah, but 100% of the proceeds going to the kids' trust funds.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's super cool. Being able to elevate the Crenshaw, not the Crenshaw, but the Marathon clothing, going from, standard manufacturing or outsourcing, then screen printing and being imported in or however that's, done, to now being able to say, we're going to have luxury materials imported in to now make the clothes just stand out a little better. Like just quality wise, craftsmanship, just a little better, and still having that branding, Crenshaw, on top of the Fear God branding.
I think this year has been a great beneficial for our community as a whole, from Dapper Dan and his efforts with Gucci and just
collaborations in general is crazy.
Yeah, collaborations all over, and people are just finally realizing we control the market and they're embracing us. But
do you feel they embracing us, or do you feel like
it's always 50-50, honestly?
It's more of they don't really have a choice.
They never had a choice, but now it's more. Really this generation is more. We got Twitter, we got Facebook. We're more social. We're more no, that's not right. You stole that design, and that's what's been happening. I've been on Twitter a lot. Sometimes it's this girl was making a dress, and then somebody else I guess a upcoming designer took it and it's yo, bro, you stealing my designs.
Yeah. And
you're getting clarification for it. And you're talking about,
over.
Oh, I was a creative. Oh, I made it up. It's no, bro, just give credit when credit is due. That's what people want is recognition.
Yeah.
Not everybody want to be famous.
Or you could just hire that person that you're taking the ideas from.
But people don't admitting that they didn't. I don't know. It's weird. People don't acknowledging that it's not their idea.
Yeah.
So they try to spin it off. We're gonna do 50% of that, and then do something else.
Okay, yeah, I agree because I
And
feel
why
like
not just give the person their credit?
I feel like that's what it is with Barneys right now. Like with
You seen the petition?
I seen
You
it.
signed it?
No, because I don't care if Barneys goes down or not. I mean, for the employees, I feel bad for the employees, but for the overall company,
Hopefully they get payout.
the people that made the decisions to run that business, how they ran that business, I don't necessarily feel sorry for those people. If the rent spikes, 30% or 40% and the increase, then it's up to the the big players to make the right decision.
It just goes back to what we always say. It's like there's so much options to find something. You don't necessarily have to just pick one place.
Yes.
And I feel like as a lot of companies learned this year, when we are as millennials, if you're not making it, what was the word? If you're not accommodating us, we won't shop there.
Yeah,
and
no, I
a lot of businesses are suffering from that, and I feel like Barney to a certain end is suffering from that because a lot of times they got stuff laid. They wasn't on trend. Like it's just like, okay, I go to somewhere else.
I think is that. I think
And
is
their marketing.
The idea of not being able to change locations because of this ideology of, well, this is our flagship store. This is people. This is how they know us. The only way they know us.
Legit.
Yeah. So it's like you can always move to a different location. Your followers are gonna follow you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, if they really enjoy you, they're gonna follow you.
But like a flagship, it takes time and effort, and like flagship, you can't just move overnight.
You telling me from whenever they first got the rent increase, because now the rent is like $30 million a year. That's a huge
they knew that, but
overhead.
I feel like they didn't want to move because
the integrity of the
competitors. Like you're around, where else are they gonna go? They already opened up one on what is that, 17?
But they could move. They could move the Madison location to just put it on Fifth Ave.
I think Barney's back then did well because it was in the cut. Like it was one of those like, oh, you go to Barney's because you know.
Yeah, but that's an older mindset though. We're not in that type of mindset
so you
anymore.
Think putting them on Fifth would be smart against Saks?
Yes. What's in Saks?
No, Saks has a lot of stuff.
What's in Saks? Okay,
Anytime I needed something and I couldn't find it, and Barney's, Saks had it.
So even if even if Saks has everything now, that's even more reason to move to Fifth Ave. Because now but
I don't think it's no vacancy.
If that is my competitor, it's always a space. You can always outbid someone for their space.
But if their rent went up, don't you think everywhere else around them rent went up? I don't think
it could be, but it may not be $30 million.
I don't think it was reasonable. They were just like, it's okay.
Yeah,
I don't think it was worth it, honestly.
Yeah,
that's like you're a designer. You have a store. You're paying rent. You're at triples.
I'm moving. Simple. I'm moving. It's nothing that's holding me down to that location. I don't own that block, but I think just the integrity and the mindset of, this is our home. We're gonna continue to try to keep this.
Yeah, they tried and it's working. It's working on their benefit. People are trying to build them out until the bill get approved.
I read a story from a New York Times editor or writer. They're gonna close all locations, and this was after the fact that they had posted that they were gonna try to keep those two. Yeah, keep the New York stores open. But then it came out later that they're going to close all locations.
When are they closing it?
I mean, we don't know. I mean, the offers of the bidding is still on the table.
For the bills, for it to get approved.
So what you think about Saks offering $270 or $220 to $270 to own Barneys? What you think about that? They want to put Barneys inside of Saks.
They sending them. They like, you're my son.
I think Saks, because I think Saks owns Nordstrom's, or that might be a sister company. That might be a sister company.
Yeah, but I know, like, yeah, probably that. But like, they just opened up the new Nordstrom. It's mad big, mad nice.
Floors,
you should visit.
Floors. I was just checking that out. They got hair salons in there.
Makeup level. I think
makeup levels,
level, like a beauty level altogether.
They redid, like, the whole like architecture of that store now is just like, it's a new level of retail.
It's luxury retail.
Yeah.
As it should be.
But I think it's more catering to the consumer now as well versus like what.
I think it's more of like a one-stop shop. Like,
oh no, that's for sure.
You need to get your makeup done, you need to get your hair done, you need to get your nails done. Shoe level, you pick up your outfit. Okay, we'll hold your stuff for you.
Fitting rooms look crazy in there.
Yeah, like you just get ready there. Like you don't have to go home. Let's go home.
I seen they had the adjustable lights in the fitting room. I was like, oh no, that's crazy. They got, if you go to like certain parts of the store, they got like drinks behind this point. So like you can have like an alcohol beverage while you shopping inside of the store.
They want you to stay in the store.
I said, nah, that's crazy.
They want you to spend money.
I appreciated that because it's like it's a new way of thinking of retail. How to
and the consumer.
Yes, because how do you get that customer to come back and engage again versus shopping online? Because everybody can shop online, but imagine now you can really have that freedom of not being like harassed or whatever. Not necessarily harassed, but just
also answer. You can also ask the questions you want answered.
Yes.
Right then and there. There's no time to wait. What's this made out of? Where did this come? What season is this?
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
And you're being taken care of.
I was like that the new Nordstrom is crazy. It's crazy.
I think honestly that's what kind of Barneys fell through. They're like the lack of just being personable, if that makes sense. Like
yeah. It wasn't there.
It was just
like
store clothes. Like no one. I guess they had
that customer experience, the interaction. It wasn't that. You might have some employees that go over and beyond to make sure that their client is being taken care of. But like if you hop off that elevator and you hit the majority of those floors, like you got a group of sales associates ready to almost like attack you. Especially, I feel like that on the men's floor.
You're gonna get the same service no matter anytime, any season, any day. You're gonna get that same service. Hey, if you need any help, hey, we have this. Like I think you're gonna get like. We're here to accommodate you. Let us know what you need.
You mean in Nordstrom's?
Yeah, like
yeah.
How everything is turned around. Like how
but that will go to the hiring too, because if you look at Barneys, it's not really like a lot of millennials in Barneys. It's more older. It's more older, and I think that's the mindset of Barneys. That's why it's lacking behind the other larger department stores. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, luxury department stores. Like even if you go to Bergdorf, like, did you get a chance to go to Bergdorf? You still ain't went to Bergdorf? No. Oh, you slacking. Bergdorf, the new Bergdorf, like how they got Nordstrom's, it's almost similar to that, but they got like the GOAT experience in there. Like that's the whole like sneaker community, like Nikes, Jordans. Pretty much, it's almost like StockX, but just GOAT. So you got that inside of the Nordstrom. So just imagine like boom, you see a shoe online. For the most part, they might have it inside of the store. You go to Bergdorf, and now you can just go in and cop it. I mean, you're gonna pay the resale price for it, but it's available though if you want it.
But I'm saying overall, it's been more accessible to find the item you need when you need it, and then pick up in store.
Yeah, they don't have that same level of retail experience is not there in Barneys at all. That's why they're the ones that's lacking because of the older mentality. They wasn't open to the idea of change, and they got left behind. Just like Blackberries. You know what I'm saying? Like when iPhones came out, you seen everybody loved Blackberries. Almost, every household had a Blackberry or something. You know what I'm saying? Perfect. And then, this new technology started coming out, and then people started to gradually change over. And then Blackberry stayed consistent.
I think corporations, they don't understand that. You do have to slowly but transition into the times. Yes. You can't just be like, oh, we're going to stay here.
No, but I think it was the legacy that house, that name brought that they wasn't willing to change. And that's why they are where they are now versus their competitors. Because the other competitors knew, like, hey, in order for us to continue to keep going where we're going and stay relevant, we're going to have to change or adapt to some form of change. If not, then we're going to be just like all these other retailers, filing for bankruptcy, going down that whole trial and error process.
Hopefully somebody pick you up.
You know what I'm saying? And then the job losses that all of those things bring up, it's like, come on, man.
Oh, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
Back to Kanye, what you said. The factory with more jobs. That's a good thing.
Create more jobs, yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, create more jobs.
What else is happening in the world?
The Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud.
Did
First
you
time in New York.
did,
It was cool. I
did,
seen videos.
you seen video? I seen
It was
videos
peaceful.
too.
I was surprised in a way. But the videos I seen, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't hear no bad experiences from it. I heard it was a lot of
Everybody said they had it like awesome time.
yeah, a lot of police officers there, making sure that everybody was safe. So
They banned a lot of people. That was messed up. Due to the
Maybe they had their reasons, but I would say.
But that's why nothing happens in New York.
It was a right approach. It was a good approach and a bad approach at the same time. Maybe it could have been done a little different.
I think it should have been done sooner.
Yeah.
Not the day of.
Not the day of, or yeah.
I meant the day before.
I agree with that. It could have been handled.
Like y'all knew y'all wanted to ban these individuals. You could have just said that.
Yeah. So how you feel about Rihanna being in a cipher with A$AP Rocky?
I think it's dope. Like I think to public knowledge, I think they used to date. I think it's dope.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
the friendship is like her energy when she's with anybody, and A$AP as well. Like it was good vibes. Like they were just hanging out.
What you think about Rocky's fit while he was performing? Tell me you saw it. Don't tell me you didn't see it. What?
Oh, since we had that last conversation, like his fit's been. It's been looking.
Oh nah, they've been looking a lot better. They've been looking. I mean, probably because people been getting on them too. It's probably people been getting on them because them last.
I've been looking at like, oh, this is new. Like I've been looking at pictures of him and I don't realize that they're new.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, fire.
Yeah. Like I've been seeing something. I was like, yo, it's crazy. But I think he been hanging out with more Matthew too, like the stylist Matthew Henson. I think he been hanging out with him more. Taking more guidance into.
No, you know what it is? Like
hey,
I go through it myself.
I
think like sometimes you just not lose it, but you just
stop caring.
You just zen down.
Yeah. I feel that same way with Kanye.
Like,
I feel that same way with Kanye.
I've been trusting
those Dickie.
What? I don't know what award show that was. That Rick won, but he's that. What is that? Levi?
Yeah.
That Levi too?
Oh, he had the 501s, the boot cut version.
He could have just left the jacket open.
Yo.
He's going through his transitional period.
It wasn't. That wasn't
dope, but it just looked at snug on him.
Yeah, because it was snug on him.
Or maybe he had a sweater under.
He shouldn't have wore it, period. And I think the jeans was the same way, and the jeans was boot cut. I never seen snug boot cut jeans before.
Everybody is entitled to their own personal style.
That was my phrase.
I was like, say that.
I was like, how did he get snug boot cut jeans?
He's Kanye.
How was that possible? 501s. I was like, nah. He got him. He wow. That was wild. I was like, nah. Super decline. And from how we used to put him on a high pedestal of level of fashion.
Like, you go through.
Yeah, he just chilling right now. Yeah, right now he just
the era here.
Yeah, right now he just chilling. I mean, I heard an interview where he was talking about after the A$AP Rocky thing with him getting released from where he was at again.
Released from what?
When he was in jail.
Oh, Germany.
Yes.
Yeah. A$AP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he got released, he went to one of the services, and Kanye and the crew, they had the all white on, and then here come A$AP and his crew. They dressed, they looking all proper, and Kanye was like, well, after that, you would never see us in white after that again, because he was like, dang, how y'all looking all good and we got this born all white on, just looking like a coat. And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, see,
that's another topic.
Yeah, I was like, just the level of influence that people can deliver whenever they get, fashionable and dressed, get dressed up. Because it's fall now in New York, so I could see you when you came, man. I was like, oh, you came, I got on a
t-shirt. I love when it gets cold.
Nah, me too. I feel like now, back in the day, I was more like summer. Like I love summer.
I hate summer.
I love summer.
There was no need to dress up in summer.
Because back in the day, I felt like when you put a jacket on, it's gonna take away from the outfit. Because you covered everything.
No, that's not true.
That was my mindset, though.
Oh, a jacket? Because for me personally, I know a jacket makes or break outfits. Sometimes I do get dressed because I know I'm gonna have a jacket on, and when they be like, oh, like when I go to like certain spots or a club, and they're like, oh, we need to check in your jacket. I'm like,
nah, it's gonna take it's gonna take away from the outfit.
Yeah, it's gonna take away from the outfit. So I feel like it's always having an add-on is never a bad thing.
Yeah, now that's my mindset. Now it's just like the levels of
even a plaid shirt.
Yeah,
a plaid shirt could change.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Like the level now of of layering that I'm getting ready to like indulge
Are you
in
about
when
to bring it back like
oh
the old days?
man, it's about to be crazy. I can't wait. Like now it's like, got my denim jacket, like, a little hoodie or whatever. It's like I'm
What's gonna be your go-tos for the winter?
sweats,
Okay.
more sweats, leathers. Yeah,
Okay.
bringing out the leathers. You know what I mean? I pulled that off in the summertime, like maybe once or twice. I know for a fact one time, and I regretted that day. Boy, them leathers was hot. But now it's getting cold, so that's gonna be my go-to for sure. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Bombers.
Mhm.
I can't really wear like pea coats because I'm short, so they don't really work out too good for me.
We're gonna go. We're gonna make a video of us going shopping and you trying on jackets, so people can have understanding. I don't think you're that short, bro. I feel like I've seen people your height with peacoats, with
Yeah, but
toggle jackets,
I think that's
with
like
long jackets on, perfectly fine.
I think that might be what they're comfortable with. I don't think I'm comfortable with the peacoat. Now I'll do like the parka.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do like the parka, but if I do the parka, it has to be like raining outside or that day it's gonna be like windy because I want it's,
So you wouldn't
it's
do
flowy. I want it
You
to
wouldn't do a
flow.
peacoat and Chelsea boots and like a sweater and jeans?
No, because those Rick Chelsea boots is horrible, and I'm faithful to Rick going forward. So I made my stance on that. So, but
I'm gonna match and match until
I mean, yeah, for the people that do, I'm cool. I'm cool with the people that.
Well, before we go for it, my winter go-tos is gonna be flannels. Fleece is in.
Oh yeah, fleece is big time.
So
man.
like I had some
Big
fleece
time.
pants from like 2 years ago, and I wanted to get them in brown, but I couldn't find them again.
Mhm.
But now like Uniqlo,
Describe those. Oh, you got the Uniqlo
the
joints.
engineering garment.
Oh,
Got that. I copped the vest, so it's gonna be those, and then like varsities.
Dang, what's his name? It's coming back. J.W. Anderson.
The collab.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
collab. Yeah.
I wanted the plaid shirt, but when I seen it in person, it was like a I forgot what they call this, but it wasn't a like button up. It was a button up, but it wasn't like a flannel.
Oh, it's
It was flannel print.
What is
Or
that
like-
called? I forgot what it's called too. It only got a few buttons.
Yeah, I was
Yeah. I forgot what that's called. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, nah, that ain't for me either. I mean, I
had something like
think,
that.
I think I
Some
could,
way, like,
possibly
ago.
do it, but maybe not from that collection though. It would need to be like a
I
solid.
wanted it because I was like, I don't have. It's so hard to find a red flannel, like a red lumberjack ish with a different color in it. So I was trying to find it. And I seen it. I was like, oh, it's perfect. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, I was excited about the J.W. Anderson collab.
The bag looked nice though.
I didn't see the whole collection yet. Only
Why didn't you go?
well, I just got back
where you
yesterday, Atlanta.
All right, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So I just got back yesterday. I will be going out either today or tomorrow. No, today, possibly today. And checking out the stores and seeing like what's new out there. I did see that the fleece jacket from that collection. I was like, yeah, that's nice. The fleece one. I was like, yeah, I'm really interested in that one. Yeah, I'm really interested in that one.
And it's not too heavy, honestly. I wore it and it was like.
So would you consider that a fall jacket or like a winter? Or like just like a layering?
So personally, for me, how my wardrobe is like I have down jackets. You have your rain jackets. You have your not snow per se, but like your snow jacket / down jacket. You have your light jackets. You have your jean jackets, and then you have your throw-on jackets, and you have your bombers. And
that sounds like a lot of jackets.
I mean, the way you organize it is like if it's not too, if you know it's gonna keep you warm.
Did you have a hoodie on today?
No, I just wore my bomber.
Okay.
Because it was too hot. Like I did it last night, and
what bomber you had on?
Why you want to start? I had on my Venmo check bomber.
Yeah. It's fire though. I seen it. I was like, when you came in, I was like, the fit fire today. The fit fire. So, with all of the jackets that's in your wardrobe, your collection, which one you feel like are the most like that's your go-to? That's easy to style.
Easy to style. Definitely say number one would be the bomber.
Oh yeah,
like any bomber, I would say that I have in my wardrobe. It's just good, throw on good pieces. Like sometimes completes the outfit, and you just like, I'm good to go. And what I like about the bomber piece is that you can always wear from day to night.
Yeah, that's
like you don't have to worry too much. My second go to is my varsity.
Okay.
So I have like I one I had got like I thrifted and then I got my OC one. So those I feel like my go-to, and then after that it's like my denim jackets.
So do you thrift? Do you thrift a lot for jackets?
So like I knew I wanted my when I first was like it's always weird when I like see stuff that I want to wear. I always envision it. So I knew like I wanted like a rustic type of varsity like and that you see on like Disney or you see like in the movies that we never get like swimming team. So mine is like swimming team something from some state, and then I got it engraved with my nickname. But yeah, I thrifted it for that because I knew I was
Levels.
not gonna find it nowhere else. And then like Supreme dropped the varsity. I think Thursday, and the varsity is like $488, but I actually like it because it comes with patches, it comes with the year,
so
like it's real smooth.
you could customize it. So
it just comes with every like you know how when you so a lot of times when you're looking for a varsity of like that you see like from colleges and stuff, you have to like outsource the patches or outsource the numbers. But when you thrift, sometimes you actually find everything with it, and then you just gotta take out the name.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
And it was like $40.
Oh, for the thrift. For the thrift. Okay, it's like
don't sleep on thrift.
No, thrifting is cool. Like this shirt, I did not thrift, but it was thrifted. But it was in a it's a store in St. Louis called Reset. It's called Reset STL, and
I heard out of state y'all thrift shop. Y'all be having stuff, and when you come to New York, everything overpriced, bro.
Yeah, nah. Check it out. They they just opened up a location in Kansas City as well, and the price
I want to do a road trip.
Price is good. Yeah, road tripping is good, man. Like it's so much opportunity out there that it's literally crazy how much opportunity is out there for you to be able to
like in what though
get
like in general
to get a
just
good
to meet,
solid
like, new connections.
New connections and a solid wardrobe, like especially like for pieces. Like, I feel like everything that's in New York almost is outsourced from those places. And New York is going to pick those things up, and then now they're gonna put them in the shops and like raise the prices crazy because it's New York. Like you could do that, but in those other places,
it's
like
weird because we're
people
like
not
first
on,
but last.
People not on. I wouldn't say people are not. They're not on what New York is on when it comes to fashion.
I don't think
so
people
it
are
sits.
Concerned.
Yeah,
I feel like when you leave New York, people are more.
It's other
concerned
things
about like life goals. I would say.
Yeah.
Like when I was 16, I was worried about like shoes. My I guess play cousin, I would say, she got her license. Like it's not when you're growing up in New York, it's not. They're not like real values are not pushed on you as hard as it is everywhere else. Like my mom told me like she moved out at 18. She had a car by like she already knew how to drive by 16. Like a lot of life like skills I guess you need to have. People we don't get. Like I still people I talk to and they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to wash clothes. And it's just like
because we have it's so
the basic needs you should know how to do.
Everything is so accessible here. It's like literally you go outside, there's a wash and fold outside. Go downstairs, boom, drop it off, boom. Down in like down south or anywhere Midwest or whatever, you have to. It's these places still exist, but it's rare for someone to have to spend that extra money to do something that they're already accustomed to already. Like in New York, it's like almost like we don't got the time. Like you know what I'm saying? You always in a rush.
You make time for what you want. I feel like my mom. Well, I think I was like, I was young, but I was like, oh, I want a bacon, egg, and cheese, and she was like, why would you go to the store when you have bacon, you have bread, you have egg, and you have cheese in the house? And I was like,
because it's faster. Yeah, and it's faster. It's the convenience.
I just think the laziness that we've acquired, I've acquired, I would say, living here is just, like, now that I'm looking back at it, it's kind of sad. It's like,
you had it right the first time. No, you had it right the first time. Because that's why it's like a bodega with a deli in every corner because of people are lazy. Yeah, that's the reality.
The American dream?
Yeah, people are lazy. So with the sourcing garments, that's what I feel like in the city. Like
that's why we have so much stores, bro.
Yeah.
Like I realized I was talking to like someone from Canada, they're like, yeah, we don't have it too much. And even if we do, the boutiques get like half the inventory. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they're sourcing, they're hitting the streets. Right? No? They're not hitting the streets?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, you lost me for that.
They're hitting the streets. They're going out and they're going to get the product, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, in these other places, in these, like, smaller towns and if you go in, like you could probably get.
Oh, I have a question for you. Go ahead.
You could probably do like how we might have. Just say like that Supreme jacket that you saw, right? Just say up here it might sell for $400, or maybe we'll say after resale. You know, after resale it come out, boom, it hit maybe $700 resale. You take that jacket anywhere else, for the most part, that jacket is gonna go 50% off. For the most part, because that I don't feel like that name holds as much value to people outside of New York.
No,
maybe
that's not
Cali,
true.
maybe Cali.
I won't agree with you.
Florida,
because I've talked to a lot, like in New York, no, or like let's say the U.S. Canada not part of the U.S. right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, like since we have all the access to it in the U.S., it's like we're like okay, we can get it. But I've seen people come from overseas and they drop money.
Oh yeah,
they, Canada, Canadian duties and taxes too much for sure. Like we may not think it's nothing to be hyped about, but when they come, they coming for they know what they want. Like they're coming for the item.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're like again, we're just so.
I mean, but that's
like
people. But that's people that know about already the brand already. That's not people that
people know about. It's kids that Google the brand and have no idea, never seen a shark hoodie, never seen Supreme. They just know that this celebrity got it. It's on the internet. Oh, this is this. If I get this equates to me being cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. Certain areas, certain eras did change, like develop that as well. Like
I see a lot of kids that buy like collab tees and don't know the artist, don't know anything, but it's new, and it's just like
it's because it's trendy. It's trendy. Yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before. Like when
I would like to know what I was wearing, though.
Rock tees. It was a few rock tees. I mean, I didn't really know. Like, it was like the Osbournes. I knew what the Osbournes was because of the TV show. But, you know what I mean? But as far as the indulging in the actual family itself, like the music background, I mean, I didn't know about that. I just thought the tee was hot. And
that's what's kind of happening again. Like, everybody got graphic tees, and it's just, do you really know about what you're wearing?
No, but if you think about that, that goes to with a lot of things too. Because even if you say, you know, the kid that likes the Bape Shark hoodie, do they really know the backstory to Bape? No, they don't. Or do they even know the Clips or the Pharrell era of Bape, or Lil Wayne era of Bape, or Currency era of Bape? No. You know what I'm saying? They just know now today they might see, you know, one of their celebrities with it, and it's like, oh, that's cool.
Like, why do you feel like? I feel like history. It's important. But, like, it's not being passed down to the generation how it was passed down to us.
I think it's the same reason why we are hanging on to the idea of a shoe from 1985 is the best shoe ever made or ever designed. Air Jordan 1s.
Oh.
I feel like that.
No, wait. So, I had a conversation, and somebody was like, no, you should have said the Air Max. Or, like, the Air Max.
The Air Max?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that was cool.
Like one of the best shoes ever made? I agree with that.
I sold out. The Air Max that came in like with the 3 stripes on the side, and it was like lime green. It was like different greens and then like a gray.
Oh, you talking about the 95s? The 95s. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's still a shoe that came out 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's like that goes back to the argument of we holding on to old ideas. Are there not any new ideas that could be considered like?
I think people are scared.
Iconic now.
I think people are scared of the new ideas, and if people don't see the vision, they don't support it. Like just like we talked about the
Birkenstocks.
No, the John. The Birkenstocks. The John. What?
The John Geigers.
Thank you, Geigers.
Yeah.
It's like people don't. It's slowly popping up everywhere. I'm starting to see a lot of people with it. Like, even I like click something. I said, "Oh, okay, fire."
But I think that goes into how he's marketing that too, because everyone, for the most part, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate and say everyone, but I do see him posting the people that tag him in the post that have have his shoes. And like he'll repost them on his page. So I think that goes into that marketing of like, you know, hey, you know, the appreciation of, hey, I do appreciate you for going out of your way and spending your money. So I will, you know, this is my way of saying I appreciate you. I'm going to repost you. And thank you.
I was reading the comments on the shoe and like, it was really like good positive stuff. Like, oh, thank you, bro. like, thank you for doing another release. Thank you for signing up so everybody gets equal chances. Like, I think that's dope. I feel like stuff sometimes always fake has to be mainstream for everybody to want it. And I feel like that's the only bad thing when it comes to like new trends, because it's like
you can't develop that on your own.
Anybody famous, like Rihanna did, she played a song that I think that song has been out, and now it's like charting again, and it's just like, bro, you should support people genuinely and like one time. But it is also a plus. So it's not like a downside, because I didn't know about them songs, so I like download. I said, "Oh, that's fire!" Like, you learn new stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the good and the bad. That's the good and the bad. So, how you feel about the? Well, you said you had a question for me.
Yeah,
what was the question?
Why do you think I realized the other day? Like, I was walking, I'm just like, bro, like when I went to Georgia, like fashion here in New York as a whole is so important, and I wanted to know, like, why do you think that is? Like, besides being a city that you made it, like, it's really like people be.
I feel like you can express I feel like you can express for the people that really care about how they look when they go outside, how they can express themselves. And in other parts of the country, you can't really. You could, but you're gonna be looked at differently.
I think we're more embracing.
Yes,
like
for
we're more
sure.
Like, oh, okay, they're weird.
For sure,
keep it moving. Sure. Like, you're not like,
if you was to go to, just say you was to go to maybe Kansas, you know, maybe maybe not St. Louis, but Kansas, or maybe go to Tennessee, and that same fit, they're gonna look at you crazy, like, what you got on. You know what I'm saying? Because what you got on is not.
Typical.
It's not the typical hype brand that they know. So even though you got on, solid names, they don't know it. So you're still gonna be looked at differently versus if you was to have on like something that's recognizable to the common person. You know what I'm saying? So I think in other parts they just not as open minded to the idea of being yourself versus like
identity.
Versus like how New York is. Like, New York is open. Like, if I want to wear baggy sweats and a fitted hoodie or something, like, I'm not. Maybe I could be looked at like differently, but I know it'll be somebody on the street that kind of similar look like me out there. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't thinking about doing that. I'm gonna do that.
Look, gothic chick walking down the block. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? But the same idea though. But it's not like if I tried that look in where was I? I was leaving St. Louis, and I was like on the outskirts of St. Louis, and I had stopped in the mall. I was gonna get like my son a pair of shoes, and just to see what else they had in the mall. Cause sometimes I just like just pop up in the mall, see the environment, like, cause it's not every day that I go into a mall or bother to even want to go into a mall. So I was like, let me see what they got. And I had on sweats, and they were super baggy. And I felt like every pair of eyes in that mall was like, what the hell do he got on?
They probably thought, what do he got on right now? Oh, who is he? Someone famous? Or is, or just like,
they would probably thought I was a bum. Like, they probably thought I was a bum. Just because, like, it's not...
Well, I will say that here, the grungy look has really skyrocketed.
Yeah,
and
you could do that here.
Embraced.
You could do that here, and other places not so much.
Yeah, no, it's like you homeless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm pretty sure that was their mindset when they saw me. I was like, I don't care. I'm super cozy, and that's always my first care in the world. It's like,
what I have appreciated since this last time we did the podcast was that, like, I was noticing more people, and I'm like, yo, people could really throw on anything, but as long as you do have that confidence and you believe in your outfit is fire. Because like, I was looking at some, I forgot what he had on. It was just different. It wasn't weird. It was just different.
What he had on?
Don't remember. That's why I ain't say it.
It
was just different. Okay. And I was like,
in a good way?
No, like,
would you be able to pull it off if you tried?
Yeah, like once. He was skinny, so I was like,
okay. So
like one of those,
okay.
I
got a little belly now, so I can't be.
Yeah, it was like one of those, but like, it just made me appreciate, like, okay, it took thought. He did the process, and then it's like, all right, you still came outside and held
still
it down.
still put it. Yeah, still put it off. Yeah, still put it off.
Because ain't nothing worse than you going outside and you getting dressed. Somebody like, you're like, bro.
You lose confidence.
No, the only one I feel like that does have that effect on me is my mom. Like, it's been times I've been getting dressed and I'm thinking, oh, I'm about to kill it. And she like, you going outside like that? And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, like this the style, man. This the style.
I think,
maybe you should change it.
Let's change this. Yeah. Do the shirt you had on the other. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Oh, you're watching me. Okay. So you're going to tell me now. Don't you think that jack's a little tight? Like,
but just giving you that extra awareness, like, hey, switch it up a little bit.
And back to my next point.
And you being able to embrace that idea too.
As we are all children, so like I feel like everybody wants their parents' validation when it comes to certain things, and I feel like what I'm seeing now is that a lot of parents don't encourage their children to be different or try like different colorways or like just go, yeah, get it, I like it on you, instead of just like, yeah, you should get it if you like it.
Yeah, because maybe they don't have that same idea of fashion.
But that's what I think I like about New York, because even growing up, I guess, as you say, the hood, and then like you see, like you go to the city. I went to school in the city, seeing all types of like creative individuals wearing like different stuff, different brands, and just doing your own research. You build your own identity. I think that's one of the positive things about New York. Like you could really come here and be who you want.
Yeah, or be somebody else too. It's here. It's possible, but it's only for the most part in New York. Because you can't really get that off anywhere else for the most part. You really can't.
Well, the energy, yeah,
it's different. Like if you go outside, and the fit that you got on, just say you go to Miami in that fit. Well, maybe not the jacket. Like just wear what you got on right now. Like you know what I'm saying?
No, we always talk about this. Like I left my house. I live in Brooklyn. But I guess I don't know. Like I peep people looking down at my shoe and. Because they didn't know what it was, it was kind of like...
What's that? That's different. What's that? I mean, the Vote green stitching down the middle. Vote green down the stitching, right? Down the middle? Yeah. Okay.
But I think that's what I do enjoy about, like, even when you get dressed and I say, I'm like, oh, bro, what's that?
It's Rick.
But I think I've had good times and bad times with that. Like, I'll ask people and they'll be like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay. And I ask people, like, yeah, bro, it's this.
Yeah.
And give me the whole rundown. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah. See,
like people are weird to ask. Like I always get, not to cut you off, sorry.
No,
I always get like, one day I had on like first Kimmel pants that I thrifted. Mm-hmm. It was one girl. The girl was like, oh hey, I don't mean to bother you. Where you got your pants from? So I'm telling her, I'm like, oh, L Train Vintage. Mm-hmm. And then she ended up going back to the girl like, oh, they from the L Train Vintage. I'm like, why is that like barrier there? Like, bro, if I see your fit fire, I'm gonna ask you about it. Be like, oh, bro, that's fire.
Yeah.
But I guess it's the male ego. But enough about that. More about clothes.
Probably. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could say that. What camo pants were they? Were they like the just traditional camo print?
Yeah. So like, I wanted to like, I don't know. Thrifting been my go-to lately. But like, they were like first camo cargo pants.
Have you cut back? Because you said.
Oh yeah.
Because you said.
Update on that. Update.
Yeah. You just said.
This is the last thing I brought.
The Geigers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's been a
that's been a good buy. That's been a good buy. That's a good buy though.
Okay, I lied. I bought a plaid shirt.
Okay.
I bought a bun up. I bought the fleece. But all of those are essentials, and I treated myself to these. But I haven't done anything crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
I've been holding it down.
That's good. Cutting back is good. I bought one pair of pants from the last episode. That's been 2 months? 2 months. So one pair of pants only. And I only bought those pants because they were like almost 60 to 70% off, and I was like, "Oh, that's a super deal." So I'm like, I'm not passing that up. I'm making that purchase, and I made that purchase. Other than that, I haven't bought absolutely anything. I just feel like I didn't necessarily need I didn't feel like I needed anything. Whatever I had, I was gonna try to make it work.
No, like when I go shopping, I do think of the conversation we had, and I think about like when my mom was always saying like, "Bro, like you don't need nothing." And I'm like, so like now when I buy something, I'm like, all right, let me essentials. Like, I started to grow too. I try to sell stuff, but it's not moving.
Oh, look at you!
So I think I'm just like end up throwing it out. But
don't. I wouldn't say throw it out. I mean, because you got stuff, bro. You got other places that may take it. Like
I gotta have the time.
Say what is that place? Play-Doh
Like
Plaza.
Buffalo Exchange.
Yeah, Buffalo
or them
Exchange.
Sonic
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. Drop it off
I
there.
don't have time, bro.
Drop it off there,
Everything closed early.
or
I mean, closed late.
just donate it. You know what I'm saying? To an establishment that don't sell the goods. They just actually,
Oh, like don't go to Salvation Army, you say?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because they're getting free product and then they're just turning
making
around,
money I
making
didn't
money
think
off
about
of
it
that.
like
I don't really like establishments like that. Like if
Okay.
I'm, especially like at that level, if I'm giving it to you to give to someone that's in need,
In need,
you know what I'm
shouldn't be
saying?
selling it.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Or
be
picking
selling.
and choosing what to sell.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I give it to churches, or I give it to schools and see whatever they can do with the product to disperse it through the kids, because not all the time kids have clothes to go to school and
I was trying to like we have these like dumpsters, like clothing dumpsters. I was trying to find one by my house, but I think I live too far. So.
no, you gotta just Google it. Yeah, just Google it. Or
Yeah, like I live in the middle. I live in the middle of Brooklyn and Queens. So.
You're gonna have to gonna have to make that happen though,
But-
or just reach out to a church because they might come pick it up for you.
Yeah, I was looking up a service. I said they'll pick up my clothes and stuff.
Yeah, it's organizations out there.
The thing is, I took all the old stuff out of my like room, so it's been like it was good. I've been wearing the same stuff
Oh, that's good. That's good.
in rotation.
How you feel? How you feel about that?
I feel
More money in the pockets.
I feel good. Like I don't stress so much. Like when I wake up now, I'm not stressed. Like I just grab whatever I see. Because honestly, I just been wearing a lot of black. And then it's like graphic tees, and
It's
then like
easy.
pants or jeans. Like
It's
I've been
easy.
wearing jeans again. So
Ooh.
Nah,
not
before
bad.
like okay, so like before I couldn't like up and down with my weight. So
Mhm.
me fitting back into my denim is a good sign. So I don't have to get rid of
Oh, okay,
my
okay.
denim. So it's been cool. And then just wearing my shoes in
Those
rotation.
Rockaway jeans.
Hmm?
The Rockaway jeans that you had text me. You was like, oh, I found like Rockaway jeans.
Oh yeah. When I found stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
those
I'm not wearing what? I mean, maybe if he like having another concert or something. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, it ain't.
I
If you could
not-
pull it
not
off,
right now.
yeah,
Not where
man,
I'm
if you
at.
could pull it
Not
off,
in-
pull it off.
If I had a hoodie to go with it, yeah, I would bring it back.
I think I seen no.
If I have a
She
set-
didn't have on the Rockaway. She had on the ice cream. She had on the ice cream hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I lied. She had on a Bape hoodie, the ice cream pants with like the cat on the pants in the
Okay.
front, and like the Bape sneakers. I was like,
Did you see the,
I was like, oh shit,
the ice
that
cream
was
and Palm Angels collab?
Fire. The what?
The ice cream and Palm Angels collab.
Nah, I didn't. It's hard.
I liked it. It was nice.
It's
It
okay.
was decent. It's there. It's on Essence.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out. Okay. I'll check that out.
Slowly, like the nostalgia, stuff of everything is just coming back. I think that's cool though, but just overpriced. But I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think they're taking advantage of the nostalgia.
Yeah, they are. I
Idea
mean,
of it.
because they're running out of ideas, bro.
Facts.
Like the
Well,
new
maybe
Gucci
maybe
shoes
they're
is
not.
ugly.
Maybe
like,
they're not
nothing's-
running out of ideas. Maybe we're only accepting older ideas as hot.
When you say accepting old ideas, that in terms of what, clothing or shoes or like in general?
Both, because that would go back to the opening conversation of Air Jordan 1s being the best shoe ever made.
Because
Why?
they're
That
like
was
they're
85.
what is it? The correct term? Spoon feeding us? Like
Yeah.
there's
They're brainwashing us.
no, not brainwashed.
No, they are.
They're making stuff that we're used to seeing already. So when you're familiar with a product, you want it. Now, if they were to
You
do
think
something
so?
else, yeah,
For the most part.
I feel like it's like if you do the statistics, people still line up for Jordans, people still line up for shoes because, like you said, it's something that they seen 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And they weren't born yet, or they want to get this year's pair. Like it's
Yeah.
stuff just being fed back to us.
Yeah. So how you feel about those Jordan 6s, those Travis Scott joints?
Oh, they were nice. No, like I tried to get them. Like they were
Oh,
nice. The colorway
man.
was nice. I had a lot of forest green stuff to go with it.
Fire.
So I was like, oh, that's
Fire.
dope. I feel like when I see stuff and it's not different. It is different,
Those
but like
were different. Yeah,
it
those,
was like it was a thought process. It had a pocket.
yeah, those were different, but still not extreme.
Yeah, but I like that. I think the subtle change.
Yeah,
and then
just the yeah.
was fire. Like I
Yeah.
feel like when people
It was
get the
just
opportunity,
enough.
sometimes they do too much.
Yeah,
And
that
it
was
just
just enough. He's I would say he's killing it. I'm not really a fan of those zip up Air Force Ones with the different patches. It's like a
The low top ones?
Yeah.
And it's like
All
corduroy
different
or something?
Yeah, it's like all different
I know you're talking about.
patches on there. I'm not a fan of that one. I mean, I just feel like it's with the zip up and the front, it's already doing a lot already.
But somebody gonna love it.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one. But the sixes though, I was like, I gotta get these. I was like the night before on the website because he was literally dropping an item a day leading up to the release of the sixes, and I was like on the website day of the sixes. It's like probably like 10 minutes to go. I fell asleep. I was like, I woke up the next morning. I was like, no. I checked the thing, sold out. I was like, God, kill me. So went on the sneakers app.
Sneakers app is a joke, bro.
Oh, that shit is trash.
I was on good Wi-Fi, got everything.
Trash.
It was
I had
loading,
both phones. I had both phones like scrolling down, and then like on the Galaxy, I had two windows open trying to get it at the same time. Everything like I was able to get them in the cart but couldn't process. Then I went to Dover Street Market had released them, I think at like 10 or 11, and that process went all the way through. It was loading, like trying to check me out, and it just
to see if the system's still happy.
Yeah, it was like don't refresh your page. I was like, cool. I was like, oh, I got him. Just for them to send me an email like, nah,
unfortunately,
you don't got it. So I was like, damn.
No, I tried to get what came out this not today, Friday, the low top skeleton ones, whatever, Air Forces. I tried to get them. I picked size 9. They said no, pick another size. Pick size 8. No, pick size 8.5. They said sold out. I said, so what was the point of telling me to pick a different size?
To keep you going.
Supply and demand, man.
Supply and demand, that's it.
But it's not like that with clothes. It's only like that with shoes. Okay.
Because that's
not
more
all
accessible.
clothing, like more
that's
like collaboration, maybe, yeah.
That would be more accessible. Yeah, more accessible.
Yeah, they wouldn't make just 5 shirts.
Yeah. So, I think that's it for this episode, man.
All right.
That's it. It's a wrap.
Yeah.